Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. As Labour prepare to do massive cuts in benefits and sickness payment and disability payment, etc., it's got to be pointed out that this can be quite dangerous. It has never made life better for those in need. Never. In an attempt to cut out the malingerers and the fraudsters, you are going to put people who are in genuine need into poverty and misery. Now, this isn't me saying this, you understand. I mean, I agree with the sentiments, yes, but it isn't me saying it. This is from people who would know. Those people are the London School of Economics, a place that Rachel Reeves pretended she went to become an economist. She did not. She got a master's there, but not in pure economics. It was in a mix of other things. And an economist she is most definitely not. One only has to look around and see. But as she helps to make life truly unbearable, and I think to a point where people will probably self-end. That's how bad this is going to get. And she's trying to be virtuous as she does it. But she's being warned by everybody that it's a really bad idea. Sure, do something, change something, but you can't do it wholesale and you can't do it one size fits all, which is what they're attempting to do. Now, as they cut back on these things, genuine need cases are going to, find themselves in a position where they cannot actually live. They won't be able to have a life. What does she want these people to do? Just sit in a dark room all day in a wheelchair, looking at a wall like that? Because that's all they can be able to afford to do, if they can even afford that. It's quite inhumane. Now, it's not surprising, given what Labour have been doing for the last 8 months, but it is inhuman, isn't it? It really is. Now, the plan is that by doing this, they're going to incentivise people to go into work. And that's all very fine and well, except for two slight problems. Some of these people are just not able to work. And secondly, even if they are, there's no jobs. They're destroying jobs. Wait another 3 weeks and watch as the unemployment in this country goes through the roof. And I mean hundreds of thousands of people losing their jobs. Maybe 1 million. What jobs are these people going to do? It's ridiculous to do this. You do something like this at a time of high growth. You do not do this at a time when you're going into a recession, which we are, make no bones about it. Next month's figures from the ONS showing GDP, if it shrinks again, we are in recession, and I expect it to shrink. And I'm going to make a prediction of shrink 0.3%. That's my estimate. But we shall see. But 37% of people on universal credit are currently in work, thanks to Gordon Brown, in-work taxes. When you brought in in-work benefits, when you brought in in-work benefits, it meant employers could pay less, knowing the government would make up the difference. If there was no in-work benefits, employers would be forced to pay enough that workers would do the job, and it wouldn't be a drain on the benefit system. The employers would say, but that's too much. Well, hey, you want to make money, you want to do these things, you've got to pay the right wage. Instead of having your wages subsidised, because basically what you're doing is you're making yourselves and the shareholders rich out of the back of public funds. Wrong way to do it. Get rid of in-work benefits. And when the bosses say, well, hang on, these people want a 30%, 40% pay rise, you say, give it to them. And they won't, and it goes down, but that's how it is. You cannot have in-work benefits. It's wrong. It's morally wrong, because you're just handing money. Basically, it's slave labour. You're paying people slave wages and expecting the public purse to make up the difference. Pay them what they're worth. But it's already far too late for that anyway. I can't see a recovery for at least maybe a decade, 2035, because whoever comes in next has got to deal with the shit. And that's probably going to take a parliament. It's bad. This is what voting Labour does. And anyone you know who voted Labour, let them know in no uncertain terms exactly what kind of people they are and exactly what you think of them. look around and see what they've done. Thanks very much. Bye.